Hey, what's going on, guys? Insomniac here, of course. It's going to be episode 18 of my podcast. Obviously, I don't have any co hosts or a guest, but I am wanting to get this started and going again. As you can see, I'm using my Cave Rocat or Rockcat, however the hell you say it, headset uh, as my mic, which the audio is great. There's been a ringing sound that I can't get rid of, so if you guys can hear that, I'm sorry. It's real slight and it's kind of quiet, but it's there. You can hear it when I don't say anything. Like right there, you could probably hear it. But anyway, the purpose of this is the fact that I want to get my podcast up and going again. And I figured what better way to do it. Sorry, I'm looking at my phone real quick. I had an email. I figured the best way to get my podcast started again would be to, you know, just do one, even though I don't have any co-host, as you can see, or a guest. But and yeah, some people are gonna say, "Oh, you're stealing the PKA format." Well, actually, a red background like that's not technically copyrighted, but I did like the setup that Woody's Gamertag used. But and he did help me. He did help me name my podcast back in the day when I first started it. So, but I did like the setup of it and the cleanness of it. So I just kind of made my own, modeled after that. So if you're gonna say I'm stealing his format or his setup, then so be it. Whatever. But it works. I mean, a lot of people use this kind of setup where you have the four spots and whatnot, and the titles on top and all that. The setup I have for the background of my frame here, it's common. But yeah, I want to get my podcast going. So first off, if you want to be part of it, uh, preferably on the weekends, like Friday night or Saturday night, whichever works best for you. Because I work during the week at nighttime, so that's out. But yeah, probably I don't know, anywhere between, I'd say probably about 8 o'clock maybe we could do it for an hour or two or however long it decides to go. So that would work pretty good. I'm fine with that. Uh, no set topics, whatever topics we bring to the table. Nothing is off limits. Just like PKA, which I kind of modeled my podcast, you know, like PKA, where nothing is out of bounds. I mean, yeah, things are going to get heated and certain topics might get frowned upon, but that's fine. It's whatever. It is what it is. But, yeah, you know, typically it would be me and two other people and a guest if we get one. It could be anybody. And I'm open to, seeing what kind of people we could get as guests. But before I get too ahead of myself, I'm trying to think of what the fuck I want to say here. But before I get ahead of myself, if you would like to be a co-host every week on my podcast, like I said, Friday or Saturday, whichever works better, we can figure that out later. But if you want to be part of a podcast that could possibly help both of us grow, as long as it's good, which it did okay when I was doing it on a regular basis. But yeah, if you want to be a part of it, actually make a quick video and telling me why you would make a good addition to my podcast. Why you want to be a co-host on my podcast, and you know what? Send it to me on Twitter. My link should be in the description below. Make a video, upload it to your channel. Just make it unlisted if you don't want other people to see it, and just send me the link on Twitter. And yeah, we'll go from there, and I'll check out your videos, and I'll pick who I like, I guess. So, yeah. Let me know why you'd want to be a part of the podcast, what you could bring to the table, if you will. And, yeah, we'll see what we can do with it. So, excuse the mess behind me. You can see my room is a little bit of a mess. I'm not going to point the camera down because it's even worse. But, yeah, I know I'm rambling, I'm repeating myself. Basically, just make a quick, 2-minute video, whatever. Let me know what you could bring to the table, how you could benefit the podcast and whatnot. Good conversation is a must. Can't be offended by sensitive topics. And availability, every week, be available for at least 1 to 2 hours or longer. So, yeah. And you can, if you become a part of it, you can whore out the podcast to anywhere you want. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. If you want to throw it on there and do it, who cares? People do, but I don't know where I was planning on going with this, but I guess let you guys know what has been going on with me. Kind of like a vlog style podcast, I guess, but yeah, lately I've been trying to drive for Lyft here and there. I've been doing the whole rideshare thing. I haven't done Uber yet, and it's interesting. I haven't really had the bad drunks yet. I had one guy, which you could see the video I posted, the last video I posted. This guy, I don't think he knew what the fuck was going on. Honestly, I mean, I blurred his face out to protect his identity, but for those saying, "Oh, did you get permission?" or whatnot, I have stickers in my truck. You get in my truck, you can see a sticker right on the dash, staring you on the face. It says audio and video equipment, or audio and video recording in progress, consent giving by entering vehicle. So, no, it says this vehicle is equipped with audio and video recording equipment. Consent is given by entering vehicle. That's what it says. And Michigan is a two-party state, so I either have to tell people that, hey, you're being video and audio recorded, or that sticker, it's about that big. It's white in red letters, and it's right on my dash. You get in my truck, you can see it right smack dab in the middle of my dash. You can't miss it. So that is actually a form of consent on my part, because Michigan's a two-party consent state. So, I mean, they could easily say against it. Hey, don't record the audio, whatever, and I could turn the mic off on the dash cam. But yeah, I think the best ride I had, the best tip I had so far, the other night on New Year's Eve, I gave a couple a ride from a bar or tavern to their house, and it was a $7 ride, but the guy tipped me $16 in the app. And he left half a pack of cigarettes in my passenger side door. Now, I don't smoke them. They're American Spirit or whatever. It's like a yellow pack. I don't smoke those. I smoke Marlboros. Yes, smoking's bad for you, blah, blah, blah. I know. Don't even give me the lecture. I know. Everybody has their vice, right? Mine's this and coffee. But, yeah. So that's what's been going on with that. I'm starting to record vlogs again little bit by little bit. Still working 40 hours a week, third shift, so nothing's really changed there. I'm trying to get back into the whole making videos every once a week, starting with this week. Starting with the new year, I'm going to try and get back into the swing of things, at least make one main video a week, and then I want to do this on the weekends, so you guys could help me out with that. I really don't know what to say. It's kind of hard doing a solo podcast by yourself. So I've been going, Why do my monitors do that? They dim. I've been going for 10 minutes now, so yeah. I'm gonna cut it right here and just go back to the. If you guys want to join the podcast, make a 2-minute video and upload it to your channel, telling me what you could bring to the podcast, how you could benefit it, and if you're available for Friday or Saturday evenings around 7, 8 o'clock, that would work, I guess. Do it for an hour or two or longer. Uh, well, we could try out for like an hour and go from there and see if we could push it longer and just try to help each other grow our channels through the podcast and whatnot, and see if we can make it a thing. Because like I said, when I did it before, which this is only the 18th episode, which I haven't done too many because I used to be on a podcast called the Real Talk Podcast. John, if you're watching this, John the Game Freak, he was a part of it. If anyone's going to ask, why don't you try to get him back into it? He's going to school and whatnot. He's doing his own thing. But John, if you are interested in doing it, let me know. I know a couple people I've reached out in the past, so if you are interested in joining it, please, like I said, upload a 2-minute video to your channel. Make it unlisted if you don't want it public. And send me the link on Twitter. And tell me what you can bring to the table, how you can benefit the podcast, and what you have to offer. Like I said, good conversation is a must. Must not be offended easily, especially by political or sensitive topics. And my cigarette went out. Damn it. But yeah, that's basically it. So had a flame on there. But yeah, that's basically what I want the podcast to be. If you know PKA, I want it to be modeled after that, but for us to be our own thing. Yeah, Friday, Saturday, 8 p.m. for about an hour, maybe longer. And I hope to see some good submissions from you guys and see who wants to be a part of this. Because, I like just sitting around with a couple people and just discussing topics and whatnot. It's, it's a good thing to do, to bounce ideas off of other people and see what they have to say. So I'm going to get out of here now because I need to go get something to eat. It's 5:42. And, yeah, I really don't have much more to say, so I will talk to you guys later. Hopefully, some of you would want to do this, and we'll see how it goes. Talk to you guys later. Peace.